music.
Feeling this, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, I got all of them. So, like, all the ECW theme musics as they progress or whatever. So,
shoot.
that's probably going to be a thing going forward to signify, it's the review.
Nice, I like that. I'm sure our listeners will be able to appreciate it too as well.
Simple shit.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah, simple shit. So, ECW, May 4th, 1993. Oh, check this out. Extreme Wrestling, the review of, I think it was the third review or the fourth review. I can't remember. I said April 21st, 2017, like a goof.
Way to go, food.
I know. Something like this. Amateur shit. All right, so anyway, May 4th, 1993, the host was Sully and Stevie from the Cabrini Fieldhouse College in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Oh, shoot.
Wood, what was your overall thoughts? We can go overall thoughts first. For the listening audience.
Overall, I'll try to make this broad without giving spoilers away. Just for me being somewhat of a historian on certain parts of the wrestling business, this was a pivotal episode, I believe, for the future of professional wrestling.
I agree. So the Goofs plug the title matches as Todd comes out and recaps Gilbert recapping Funk and Gilbert from Battle of the Belts. Todd gives a vignette of Funk at the Double Cross Ranch. He's been searching 10 miles, north, south, east, and west. I've been looking for Eddie Gilbert, and I can't seem to find him on the Double Cross Ranch.
Oh man, that's a great impersonation of that piece of trash.
That's all I got.
Yeah, that was awesome. That piece of crap.
Thank you. So he's looking for Eddie Gilbert, and then Eddie Gilbert turns up, and he's the horse's ass. Okay, so he talks to the horse's ass as if it's Eddie Gilbert, and he explains to him the rules of the Texas Chain Match Massacre.
Yeah.
Try to say that 4 times fast, folks, because I kept saying Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
It's like, which one? One with Dennis Hopper? So in the Texas Chain Match Massacre, there's no blood stoppage, no pinfalls or submissions, no time limit, no DQ. The only way you can win is by touching all 4 corners. It's a fucking corners match.
This sounds like an idea a moron cooked up. Oh, that's right, it did. And his name is Terry Funk.
I sat there and said, this motherfucker just called out a damn corners match. I said, all right, whatever.
Yeah,
fine,
so
whatever.
It was a Texas bull rope match. Also, name, insert, whatever.
Right, a bull rope, a chain. I mean, they'll be attached to a chain, and they got to touch they got to touch the corners.
Twizzler 4-corner match.
Right, again. So he has Eddie Gilbert. He says, do you have anything left to say, Eddie? And he pulls up the horse's tail, and the horse farts.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
And then Terry does a wacky ending to the promo or whatever like that.
Thank you for not repeating that crap. That
hot stuff.
I don't want to punch my TV.
JT Smith and Glenn Osborne versus Magnificent Morocco and Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert.
That's right. Hot Stuff International in the house. What's up, fellas?
It did some stuff. I found it hilarious that JT Smith is just being labeled as this young up-and-comer when eventually he's going to be a singing goof. I don't know. Tagged to Morocco for some stuff. Some Hawaiian stuff. It was just like snug heel work. That's all he was doing. He just punched him in the corner and like giving him forearms and stuff like that. Morocco came out he broke out the tape thumb gimmick. He hit him with the Samoan spike, the Asiatic spike, if you want to call it.
Whatever it takes.
Tagged to Osborne. Now all 4 guys come out. Osborne with a tombstone and the usual, but Paul E. dangerously runs in.
Say what?
Comes in, hits him with the phone, pulls Morocco over. 1, 2, 3. 1-star match, but Paul Lee is now in ECW.
Not only is he in ECW, but he has merged the Dangerous Alliance with Hot Stuff International.
I transcribed Paul Lee's initial promo, so I'm gonna read it. I'm not gonna do the Paul Lee / Roddy Piper promo because I don't have a good Paul Lee voice. But here it goes. He says, there's a lot of people that want to know what the hell is going on here. There's a lot of people that want to know if it's true, if the money of the Dangerous Alliance has merged with the pure wrestling ability of Hot Stuff International.
Woo, preach, Paul.
If there's actually been a merger between the two most powerful forces in wrestling.
That's right.
Yes. The answer is yes.
Come on, somebody.
And why?
Tell us why, Paul.
Why here? Why now? Why not New York or Atlanta, Vegas or Cali? Why not Dallas? Why Philadelphia and ECW? Why take the greatest IC champion of all time, the man who brought credence to the belt?
Wow. Why
take Snuka from the top of the cage of Madison Square Garden 25 feet? Which was funny because he did it on Morocco. I thought it was hilarious. The splash was on Morocco.
We ain't gonna talk about that though.
Why take Gilbert? Why take Paul Lee in the ECW? Because we are determined to make Ty Gordon a broke man. Because I don't think anyone in Philly has the guts to see what Don Morocco, Jimmy Snuka, Eddie Gilbert have to offer. I always said, if you're born in Pennsylvania, you're a scumbag. Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Heyman has entered ECW. Now he has to snatch the book from Ty Gordon.
And one of the things I say, and it seems like I don't know if it's a true habit of Paul Lee, or it just happens enough that it seems like it's not a coincidence. But Paul seems to be very big on giving away spoilers. So it seemed like right here in this very, in the first and second promos by Paul, not to get ahead of ourselves and stuff, but it seemed like in hindsight, like, oh my goodness, like you just said, gonna make Ty Gordon a broke man. That's what that is.
I'm gonna call it, he was speaking words to truth. But a tremendous promo. Match was the shits.
Yeah, and absolutely.
100Q in the Super D promo about the last chance stipulation for the tag belts. Typical 100Q. I liked it. I mean, it's 100Q.
Yeah.
Super D's versus Les Moulay. Last chance for the tag team titles. Winners, they start with a terrible offense. Quick tags on the D's. And, more stuff happens. The D's bring the heat. Twin magic. They did the double, the Bella spot. And then Stetson brings the ref to his side like a goof. Because it's clear, like, all right, one D is like shorter than the other D. Mm-hmm. So how do you pull off twin magic? Because the Bane twins, as you like to call them, they don't have the same physical stature. They just look like Bane.
Yeah, that's it. They just dress alike.
God, terrible. I said Demolition beat down in stereo on Winters, playing a bad babyface in peril. More stuff happens and I don't give a fuck. The D's hit Stetson with a gimmick while taking the back body drop. 1, 2, 3. Dud. No more Stetson and Winters.
Well, one thing that I found intriguing about that match is, one, not only how important to the tag team scene Winters and Stetson appear to be, but the Super D's managed to combine their two little rituals that they like to perform before their matches. Because at first they were hugging it out prior to the matches, and then they started banging each other in the chest with their forearms. I'm doing forearm smashes, everybody.
Right. So they were doing the Rougeau brother gimmick. Then they did the Powers of Pain gimmick.
Okay. So
nice.
So at the beginning of this match, they combined both of them into one. So they beat each other in the chest, and then they hugged it out afterwards. So, you know, I thought that was fascinating. That, and we really are supposed to give a crap about Stetson and Winners, a.k.a. Lay Moulet.
Never. I'm going to miss Lay Moulet, though. They are a cornerstone to the ECW.
I see.
Belomo promo, and his hair is in his face. Broken English promo. Who cares?
Summed it up nicely.
ECW title, Sal Belomo versus Hardcore Hack.
So I don't even want to comment at the end of this match. It was just one thing that I was dying to ask you watching this match, and it's why does Belomo have on a white cape?
I didn't even notice he had a cape. All I know is he had his hair in his face, and he's fighting Sandman. So I'm going to try to roll a blunt and make sure that I stay awake through the match.
He came out wearing a white cape. So only thing I could think of was that maybe that was his quote-unquote WrestleMania moment. He was getting a title shot against the Sandman. And even though it was just a TV taping, but it's like I'm getting a title shot. I'm about to stunt for the stunt on these hoes, and I'm bringing my white cape out. But since you didn't see it, but yeah, it was very peculiar.
I really thought Eddie Gilbert was trolling me from the grave with putting Belomo and Hack together. Thanks, Eddie. Belomo is terrible. Hack, and as usual, he's on his way to becoming terrible. If this match reaches a dud, I would eat my hat. Peaches, she's trying to look like a Miss Elizabeth with the gowns, but she's a boy.
More or less, yeah.
Straight trash. Straight absolute trash. I mean, who would pump semen into her? Like, she had 3 kids with this guy.
What?
Like, I don't understand how her hips are childbearing. You know what I'm saying? You would think she would be an at-risk pregnancy for how much of a stick figure she is.
Oh, man.
This match sucks. It's terrible. Stuff happens. Rear chin lock 2 minutes in. Fuck. God awful. Belomo powders. I'm dying. Count out win for negative for Hack for -4 stars out of spite. Belomo rolls back in the ring like a goof.
So from what it looked like to me when after Hack, or as you call him, or Sandman, clotheslines Belomo outside of the ring, it looked like he was searching for high fives. And then he got to one particular area where, like, wherever he was at, like, he just couldn't get no high five love. And, like, he was just kept hovering his hand out, like, oh, you're just gonna leave me hanging? And then I guess he finally gets it, and then he starts heading back. He high fives somebody else, and then he gets counted out. So
He's a wild man, folks.
I'm like, first just, I always try to look at it from a kayfabe point of view, and then from, the storyline point of view, the outside. So on the inside, I'm like, well, getting high five from whoever that fan was more important than the ECW Heavyweight Championship. And then then he gets back in the ring and stuff. Look, like you said, like just, like, I got caught it out. Oh, what's going on? So, I'm saying, I'm like, how is this dude employed, first of all? And why is he getting a shot at the title if he don't even really give a crap about the title? Then on the outside storyline level, I'm thinking, who thought this was a good idea? Like, who booked this match?
Todd Gordon, Larry Winters, Paulie Dangerously. Eddie Gilbert. I'm just saying. I mean, it's got to come together. It's got to come together.
Okay.
Rock and Rebel promo with Ty Griff from the locker room. Rebel has some terrible shades on and like tinfoil on his ring jacket. I'm sure Raven would be proud. You know what I'm saying? Because he's always like, "Oh, you gotta have a ring jacket."
You know what I'm talking about?
But I mean, he looked like he looked like a clown goof. So he looked like a kloof. Anyway, typical heel promo using surfboard puns and surfing puns because he hit Hack with the surfboard. Mm-hmm. And then Tigra. Oh, and then Tigra does the claw to finish the promo. She's like, ah. So now I just called her Tigra Von Erich for the rest of the day.
Because she's a tiger,
right? Tigra Von Erich. Anyway,
she is a hot tiger, though.
Right. I still smash.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
I mean, because in '93 I wasn't getting nothing.
Neither was I.
Hey, real shit. I mean, I'm gonna put you over right here because real shit, '93, you was the only man I know who was getting lap dances in the lunchroom. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that was '93.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, but
fam, I was so jelly from that shit.
Yeah, that shit was nice.
Yeah, I was like, yo, who's this motherfucker with this full-grown beard getting lap dances in the lunchroom?
And you know,
said, fuck out of here. I'm over here with my damn pro wings on, like, what's going on, guys?
And I hate to say it, but I was literally at the right place at the right time.
It did, yo, fam. I looked over like, this is where I'm at right now. This man is getting a lap. I mean, she did it like several days in a row too. I was like, I know this motherfucker is just like loving life right now.
Yes, it was very spectacular. But yeah, that was definitely. I don't know if any of y'all are familiar with the Wonder Years, but that was one of my Kevin Arnold moments.
Definitely, it's one of my favorite TV shows of all time.
Oh, mine too. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Winnie Cooper wherever you at.
There's an updated version of the Wonder Years. It's called The Goldbergs. Have you ever watched it?
I have. I've seen a couple. I've seen the pilot and like 2 or 3 more after that.
It's definitely a more comedic take of the Wonder Years, but it's set in the '80s. You know, I've seen the pilot, but yeah, it's hilarious. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
Oh, it's hilarious. It's on its 4th season. It's hilarious.
I think it's on Hulu too.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Shout out. I would definitely plug the Goldbergs. That's definitely a good show. Ernesto Benefico versus Rockin' Rebel with Tiger Von Erich. Yo, did you see how skinny wimp? He was a skinny wimp.
Yeah, he was. Well,
Rebel was like 7'11".
He looked like a. You're talking about Ernesto, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying. Ernesto was he was like 5 foot negative.
He looked like Peter Parker without the spider powers.
Oh, crazy.
And Hispanic. No, who's the Spanish Spider-Man?
Miles Morales.
Yeah.
He's black in space, black and tan.
Black and tan.
Yeah. All right. Rebel jaw jack into the fans, single leg takedown, and then a slap, power slam and a stomp. Suplex and an elbow drop. Tiger Von Erich he misses and then a Tiger Von Erich shot to her. It was a complete squash.
Right. So
I put every move. The Wimp misses 2 drop kicks, another slam. Rebel picks him up for the spinebuster finish. Complete squash for the 1-star match.
Yeah, I put Rockin' Rebel squashes, so I was listening to you put all the moves in and stuff, and it sounded way more exciting than the actual match that I watched.
Yo,
I was like, wait a minute.
Yo, this is how dope.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I thought I watched that match. It was, dang, Rockin' Rebel squash, wait a minute.
Rewatch that.
Yeah, you know.
No. I was half asleep. I was just entertaining myself at this point. Todd and Sully with a 100Q promo at ringside. Todd explains Stetson. Todd explains that Lay Moulet will pull up their hair for another shot at the titles. Yes. 100Q signs the contract, and then Todd says that Cairo will be handcuffed to 100Q. For the during the title shot.
What type of crap is Todd Gordon on doing that to Mr. Hunter Q. Robbins III?
I mean, no.
Disrespectful.
Suicide Blonde's promo rehash from last week. Moving on. Sir Jonathan Hotbody, Sir Christopher Candido. Sir Jonathan Hotbody versus Tommy Cairo. Grudge match with arm drags and hip tosses. I said, okay, this is such a great match. Cairo tossed outside. And then Candido helps him up and dusts him off. Hot Body, he does the cactus elbow. Did his cactus jack elbow.
Oh, for the running from the apron?
Yeah.
I wrote that down.
I said Hot Body as a heel tag is kind of pretty awesome. And I was like, yo, I'm feeling Hot Body right now.
You know what I'm saying?
No homo.
Yeah.
Pause. Hashtag pause. Cairo with the sloppy comeback and a sloppy roll up for 3. It's a dud match. Hot Body and Cairo fight after the bell as the show ends. So I say Heyman and ECW is definitely a step in the right direction. Hot Body is cool. 100Q is comedy to me, and Hot Stuff International is obviously awesome. It's the first good show, honestly.
Oh man, I'm glad you recognize the awesomeness of Hot Stuff International. You know, it says nothing but the best of the best and the elite of the elite. And now that we have Paulie Dangerously as our representative and the resources he has with the Dangerous Alliance, we both will be able to go to an even higher level in professional wrestling, my friend.
So what I want you to do is that shit. I don't give a fuck.
So yeah, I'm over here about to get my groove on.
Right. I'm sitting here like, yo, this shit dope. This shit dope. ECW. May 11th, 1993. Hosts Sully and Todd. And the location is Cabrini Field, College Field House. Wood, what are your overall thoughts of the show? You know what I'm saying?
My overall thoughts of the show was just to be as general as possible. Don't want to give away any spoilers. But Hot Stuff International and the Dangerous Alliance put on another clinic. The low lights was how the show ended. I'm not a big fan of those type of endings, which I'm the Fooch will get into. But you know, I don't know. I'm a mark for Paulie, so
definitely a Paulie mark.
So you know.
Otherwise, why the fuck are we here?
You know what I'm saying?
All right, they plug the matches for the night, and Todd allows a mixed tag match between Peaches and Sandman versus Rebel and Tiger Von Erich. Recap of the Sandman Rebel feud with the surfboard spot, the first cat fight, and they're bringing new viewers up to speed. So that's a great touch. The Texas Chain match with Funk and Gilbert, and out comes Paulie. He comes out to cancel the chain match. Heyman talks about getting his lawyers involved to stop the match.
That's right. Good job, Paul.
I'm trying to come up with a manatee joke. Like, when he said it, he's like, I'm trying to get my lawyers involved. And I'm just like, all I can think of, it was like a Family Guy cutaway. You know what I'm saying? It was just like Paulie's lawyer comes and tries to talk to Todd. It was terrible at the time, but that's immediately what I thought. Because Paul's father is the lawyer. You know
for real?
Yeah. You never seen the WWE Paul Heyman documentary? My name is Paul Heyman.
No, I haven't actually.
Terrible. You have the network and you haven't even watched it.
Yeah.
Do you look, man? Look. I'm gonna say look, player.
Holla at your boy.
Pimp.
What's on your mind?
Fellow king.
You know what I'm talking about?
Do yourself a service and watch anything ECW related that's on the WWE network. Because I will fill you in with everything that's ECW related.
Okay.
I'm just saying, as we go on in this journey, you know what I'm saying? Just,
right.
I ain't got shit to do. I ain't fucking no bitches right now. Let me pop in this shit real quick. You know what I'm saying? Roll up. You know what I'm saying? And you can watch some shit, learn about some ECW.
Okay.
Just saying. All right. So anyway, Todd and Paul go at it on the mic. Todd says, if you sue, you'll be disappointed. And then Paul replies, perfect clap back. Said, the only thing I've been disappointed with is your wife last night. Now, for people who are, who are super duper smart to the business, I was thinking like, yo, is this Todd's first wife? Or is this the wife that is the chick he wifed up that was a rat? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he like wifed up some rat. Yo, sipping ain't easy. I'm telling you. Either way, like Paul and Todd had instant chemistry, like immediately. And I was like, yo, I'm digging this Paul and Todd type deal. So, let's go forward and see what's happening. He's trying to get Snooker and Morocco over, and he's just bringing the intensity that the ECW needs.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
All right, so it's another wacky funk vignette from the Double Cross Ranch.
A stupid funk vignette.
And he has a tractor trailer. This is the tractor trailer promo.
What a moron.
So anyway, and then this is the funny thing, because Terry Funk is always talking about, I'm at the Double Cross Ranch. And I'm thinking to myself, is he at any other ranch? Saying
that's because he has no friends and he wants people to come visit.
Well, I don't know any other ranches. I mean, I know the ranch that J.R. Ewing had in Dallas. I mean, I know that Steve Austin has the Broken Skull Ranch.
That's right.
And I know former President George W. Bush has that ranch down in Texas as well. But
there's Never Valley Ranch, Michael Jackson's out there. Or Neverland.
Rest in peace to the king.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. So anyway, he comes out with the tractor trailer. And whatever. The promo was about equating farming to wrestling, and then a guy walks into view. So Funk says, you can get shot coming on somebody's property. Who are you? What is your name?
Yeah.
He says, Real Hot Stuff. So it's a guy who comes out as he's supposed to be Eddie's brother, and his name is Real Hot Stuff. And then he starts, Funk starts jaw jacking back with him, and then he like picks him up. He picks up Real Hot Stuff and then dumps him into the to the trailer part, the gimmick where you dig gimmick, and then he like dumps him. And he runs over Real Hot Stuff a couple of times and laughs.
The real funny guy that Terry Funk is. Piece of crap. How dare he disparage the brother of our leader and founder of Hot Stuff International, Eddie Gilbert, like that? What's wrong with him? What is wrong with that man?
I don't know.
He's a moron. That's what's wrong with him. Sorry, Fooge.
It's cool. And then Funk gets back into the tractor, and he hoists Real Hot Stuff, dumps him. Okay, I said that. And then he laughs maniacally to end the promo. Okay, cool.
And for the fans at home who don't know, that was not Eddie Gilbert's brother. That was a dummy. Because obviously he can't lift a full-grown man and place him into a dig or whatever you said that thing was.
I said scoop gimmick.
A scoop gimmick. It looked like it's a construction.
We're city boys. We don't know shit about that shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, it was just a dummy because Terry Funk is stupid and he's weak and he's a girly man. I'm done.
Okay. No disqualification tag team title match. Titles versus or hair. Super Destroyers with Hunter Q Robbins versus Les Moulins. I really hope they cut the mullets. I really wanted to see Winners in his girly boots and his no knee pads get his hair cut. Anyway, the mullets jump the D's and Cairo comes out late as fuck to get handcuffed to Hunter Q.
Poor Hunter Q.
So I was expecting a hot body run in. Anyway, the guys are working the step right away, but they all suck. Larry Winters in his white boots. I said, I have so much disdain for Larry Winters.
I can see why.
I said, who broke Larry Winters into the business? Like, seriously, who trained him? Who told him how to work? Who told him how to do anything? He's a goof. I'm not even gonna give him the compliment sandwich. I'm just gonna bury Larry Winters. I'm gonna bury Larry.
Well, you know, it's funny you should mention. I don't remember the guy's name, but I do know that I was watching something about an ECW timeline featuring Todd Gordon.
Oh,
and they
93 timeline.
They were talking about some angle where JT Smith and his it was the very first ECW show, and they was talking about how Larry Winters lost the booking privileges because he had booked some shit where he originally wanted JT Smith to end up getting painted white in the tag team match.
Oh wow.
So Todd Gordon was basically like, hell no, that, you know, saying it's just stupid. So he sold it to him. So how about we paint him white and the tag team partner black, so at least it's even and shit. So Todd Gordon, you know what I'm saying, went along with that or whatever. He said because at least they were making fun of the tag team instead of where it looked like they were just picking on the black guy.
Right.
So they go out and do the match or whatever, and it ends up only JT Smith gets painted white. So then he said he ended up taking the book from Larry Winters after that.
Good, because Larry Winters is a complete moron and a goof.
But but I said all that to say he also mentioned that Larry Winters and Sandman went to the same wrestling school.
Yeah. Okay. So Sandman got trained. It wasn't Monster Factory. Who cares?
Yeah.
All right. The D's are bumbling around like goofs. I didn't understand how Le Moulet was just, taking most of this match. Anyway, Stetson hits D number 1 or 2 with Hunter Q's cane. New champs. Dud. Hunter Q throws a tantrum. Cairo fucks around and with the cuff keys. Le Moulet keep beating on the D's after the bell. I don't know about you, but the D's. The way that these got jobbed out, I thought they were about to give notice or they were leaving the company because they got completely manhandled throughout the whole match.
They went from being unstoppable to all of a sudden Winters and freaking Stetson look like the Steiner brothers.
Right. With terrible mothers.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Anyway, Dangerous International comes out to the ring and Heyman does the announcing for the next match. So Snuka and Gilbert versus JT Smith and Max Thrasher. All right, so Heyman announced. All right, so hold on, wait. So Heyman announces Gilbert, right? And then Gilbert does like the Snuka pose. And then he announces Jimmy Snuka, and then Snuka does the Snuka pose. It's just like, okay, Eddie must be high. But whatever, go.
Maybe because, what I'm saying, I have one earphone on and one earphone off. Maybe I didn't hear you correctly. Who did you say came down to the ring?
Oh, I called them Dangerous International. Oh, that's not right?
So are you just shortened it up?
It could be the Hot Stuff Alliance, too. I mean, I don't care.
Oh, no, I just think that, it's Hot Stuff International in affiliation with the Dangerous Alliance is probably, the more appropriate title.
So I have a question for you.
Oh, what's on your mind, Fooch?
Who in the Blue Hill is Max Thrasher?
Max Thrash. I don't know. Apparently, he was a fill-in or something. I'm just guessing because I have before this. I don't recall seeing Max Thrasher involved in anything.
All right, so Paul goes to he does play-by-play, or he does color rather, and he gets Stevie to give up the headphones. Crisscross spot again. Heyman's on color, and he calls Sully Gordon Soley. I said, what? How you gonna call Jay Sully Gordon Soley? Now I'm not gonna sit here and say that Gordon Soley is the greatest because Jim Ross is the greatest of all time. But Gordon Soley is definitely held in high regard. Jay Sully is held in the very lowest of regards as far as play-by-play is called. I don't even listen to the guy. I would rather say put him on mute. But I actually find Stevie Wonderful to be kind of funny sometimes, just as bad as he is.
Yeah.
Anyway, but Sully is just terrible.
Yeah.
Anyway, JT plays Babyface in peril. Thrasher gets the tag. Morocco gets the leg, trips up. Thrasher, Superfly splash for the 1, 2, 3. It's a dud. Snuka got up for the splash. Must have been that good Philly cheesesteak.
You know, I'm just going to be 100% honest. You know, I marked out pretty hard because being a member of Hot Stuff International, just being able to witness our newest representative, Paulie Dangerously, our leader and founder, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, the first ECW heavyweight champion and the current reigning, defending, and undisputed ECW television champion, Superfly Jimmy Snuka, and the magnificent Don Morocco head to the ring, get ready and take care of business, was a pretty epic sight. So naturally, I got very excited. And I feel bad for JT Smith because, you know, if he could get his weight up a little bit and maybe, you know, I don't know. I had to talk to the guys, but I think he would be better off served joining Hot Stuff International with the Dangerous Alliance.
Don't hold your breath. King Robert Bellomo with another hair in his face shit promo. He likes kids. Moving on. So it's Bellomo and the Canadian Wolfman. Oh, it's versus Canadian Wolfman. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, this Wolfman is from Canada.
Okay. A lot of no selling. Bellomo with a drop kick. Hideous punches in the corner. Terrible snapmare. Everything is just god awful. Big splash for the finish. -4 stars. Bellomo goes over. Kill me, please.
Yeah, the best part of this match for me was Paulie giving Jay Sully a hard time on commentary. Other than that, I kept forgetting it was a match going on.
All right, so Bellomo's still at ringside, and Johnny Hotbody comes out, and Chris Candido's with him. Okay, so Hotbody versus Cairo, part 800.
Yep.
Lumberjack match edition. Hotbody powders, but Stetson of Le Moulet throws him back in. Sloppy spin wheel kick is called a reverse martial arts kick. Bischoff Minter.
Aren't all martial arts kicks?
Who knows? Who knows? More boring back and forth between them. Cairo with a middle rope clothesline. The ref distracted. 100Q runs in. Hits Cairo with a cane. 1, 2, 3. Dud. That's it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The saving grace of that match was my good friend and associate, Hunter Q. Robbins III, ensuring that justice was served in that match, because every time Jonathan Hotbody tried to go get a little consultation with his partner and friend, Christopher Candido, all the other lumberjacks was hating and stuff. They put their paws on poor Christopher, you know what I'm saying? And so the great equalizer was none other than a person who was having a hard night himself. His team just lost the tag team titles, but he was such what's the word I'm looking for? Magnanimous individual. You know what I'm saying? Such a generous soul. He said, you know what? Forget what I'm going through right now. Jonathan Hotbody's getting screwed out there, and I'm going to do something about it. So kudos to Mr. Hunter Q. Robbins III. And shout out to Hot Stuff International. Those are the two things that saved this show for me tonight.
I appreciate your insight.
And I do what I can.
Fuck with the replay of the horse's ass promo.
Oh God.
Okay, moving on. Rockin' Rebel with Tiger Von Erich versus Sandman with Skeletor. You know her as Peaches. I said Peaches looks like a smaller version of a female American Gladiator.
I don't even know what to describe. She looks like just...
It was a bunch of nada. I mean, because it's Sandman. I mean, come on. 2 minutes and Hack hits the chin lock. Jesus Christ. It's just a regular match between Hack and Rebel. Rebel gets dumped and tag in the ladies. Big schmaz and they go off the air. Big dud, no contest.
Yeah, I was a little twerked off that they basically told us that the match is going to end. That they were going to run out of time when they started saying, "Oh, hope we don't run out of time." I'm like, oh boy, here it comes. And, you know, it's like, oh, I hope at least to get to see the girls get in at first.
Never.
So, you know, they get rolled around for like 5 or 6 seconds. And, oh, we're out of time, but we'll show some next week. So I really loathe that part, but you know.
So Paulie being figured into the booking is a great thing. You can see some of the ideas of Paul being introduced, but the shows are still a fucking chore. I mean, you know, our last week's show was 20 times better, but for the most part, I mean, they're still terrible matches. I mean, the booking is still strong. I mean, it's stronger. It's progressing, but I mean, for the most part, it's quite awful.
Come on, somebody.
So, I guess we go next week. We'll be doing the May 18th, and what's after the 18th? Hold on. Oh, the May 25th. The May 25th show, which I conveniently put 5/25/17 like a goof.
Oh, get it together, Fuge.
Yeah, my bad. So we'll see you next week. Life is a work. Try to make money off of it.
Tell your friends about us and don't fall for the work, y'all.
Oh, you know, again, like and subscribe. official.streetsmarks@gmail.com. We got official Street Smarks IG, Street Smarks fan page FB, Street Smarks, official Street Smarks Twitter, the Twitter machine, and we got what else we got? That's all we got. That's the main ones though.
Yeah.
All right, I already said it, so we out. Peace. ECW, May 18th, 1993. Hosts are Sully and Stevie from Cabrini. I've been waiting all week to say that shit. Yeah. Sully and Stevie from Cabrini. Yes. That's it. All right. Geeks run down the card, and Paul Lee comes in.
Yes, sir.
He starts running down Todd, and he has the vocal pitch of Roddy Piper. Mm-hmm. If you listen to his tone and cadence, he sounds just like a slow version of Roddy Piper, like a slower version. Todd comes out, and he's tired of Paul Lee pushing his weight around. It ends now, but Morocco nudges Todd to shut the fuck up.
That's right.
Todd and Paul Lee gives, Todd leaves, and then Paul gives him some type of dated Ted Kennedy reference. And then Morocco then gives a promo putting over Paul Lee and heals for the fans. Then he calls out Hardcore Hack, calls him a fake surfer.
That's right.
And he wants a title shot.
That he deserves a title shot. He is the magnificent Don The Rock before Dwayne was The Rock. Morocco. You know what I'm talking about? And member of Hot Stuff International.
In conjunction
with the Dangerous Alliance.
All right. Super D's versus Le Moulet from last week, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. Yeah. All right, so we got Gilbert and Snooker versus Max Thrasher and JT Smith. Again. I was figuring this was going to be another squash, but all right, whatever. All right, so Finnegan looks like a spry 400 pounds at this point. JT Smith is doing a typical smiling babyface and Peril gimmick. I don't give a damn. I was looking to watch some porn.
JT Smith is a good dude, but unfortunately, when you're across the ring from Hot Stuff International, it's going to be all bad.
All right, Smith with some kicks to Gilbert, but then Gilbert takes over. Hot Stuff misses with the Lawler fist drop. Smith tags in Thrasher, and then Thrasher. Oh, what happens was they had some Smith and Thrasher bumped into each other first, but then they got over it. And then Smith and Thrasher bumped into each other again. And then that's when Thrasher gave up and was like, he tripped Smith and then walked out.
He turned heel and stuff. Yeah.
And Snuka with the splash 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. I'm embarrassed to say this, but when this came on, I thought it was a replay from also from last week's match, so I fast forwarded. But I'm glad you did such a great job of doing a play-by-play. I always feel unfortunate when JT Smith has to be locked up against Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert and the Superfly. Because, JT Smith, he's the only brother on the show. He's a good dude and stuff. Max Thrasher, though, he's a punk. And man, I'm going to see what I can do to get JT into HSI in conjunction with the DA. You know what I'm saying? So you feel me. You smell what I'm cooking.
Terry Funk with another promo from the Double Cross Ranch.
Oh, my.
It was the hard sell for the chain match. Puts over Harley Race and Boris Malenko as former chain match competitors.
And two guys better than him.
Suicide Blondes versus Les Moulets. Candido has a visible Adrian Adonis gut going on.
Yeah.
But he did some exaggerated tight pull with his. Yeah. I love it.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm fucking with you, Candido.
Like, oh, come on. Pull the tights.
All right. Usual tag match. Somebody in Sal Balomo's ring gear comes down to ringside and starts calling himself Super Destroyer number 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Hot tag to the Hitman, cut off and a breakdown, double sunset flip, and the Mullets win. The Blondes jump the chance from one as they walking up the aisle, and I figured to myself, why, if it was a non-title match, why would you have the faces go over?
I was thinking this exact same thing.
And then have the heels, get the heat going after the match. I just made no sense to me.
It did, especially what happened the next episode, but I don't want to.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? No sense.
Moving on. We got Don Morocco with Hot Stuff, Eddie Gilbert, Jimmy Superfly Snuka, and Paul Heyman versus the Madman from the Badlands, Glenn Osborne.
What a stupid idiot.
Short Heyman promo putting over Morocco. Osborne playing Jobber to the Stars. Terrible offense by Osborne. There's a crawler on the screen that's shilling the chain match. The camera focuses on Heyman at ringside and nothing is happening in the ring. Morocco is giving him nothing, reversing an arm wringer. Hot shot by Morocco. Morocco points to the crowd. One arm pile driver finishes the match. Hollywood. Hold on. Got a question for you.
I had a question for you, but yes.
How do you like your squash?
I like my squashes quick and, you know what I'm saying? Quick and to the motherfucking point, you know what I'm saying?
This was Hawaiian style, Oahu, pig, apple in the mouth squash. It was 1 star. Hot Stuff comes in the ring. I said Gilbert should have slapped Osborne for being a geek. So get that bum the fuck out of here.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't even deserve to be in the ring.
Wood, your thoughts and views?
Well, first my question. Yes. I think I will partake one time.
Oh, for sure.
Just one time.
Of course. Absolutely. It's always 420 in the right auditorium. Working title.
But I think that it was awesome to see the showcase of the magnificent Don Morocco display his dominance against a competitor like the madman from the Badlands, Glenn Osborne, so he can send a message to ECW champion Sandman that he and Hot Stuff International, in affiliation with the Dangerous Alliance, is coming for the ECW championship. So I was very impressed with that match.
All right, so we got Geek Ortiz doing the ring announcing for the next match. So we got Rockin' Rebel versus Sandman.
Yeah.
And the thoughts are barred from ringside.
Barred from ringside.
Sandman, a.k.a. Harley Quinn, comes out as a house of fire as Stevie Wonderful buries Peaches. Good man.
Right on, Stevie.
Right? finally starts outside. Irish whip reversal gives Hack a bad shoulder. Sully is just awful on play-by-play.
Oh man, he's
Rebel with that usual Memphis heat. Go ahead.
No, it says Sully's awful on everything.
Yeah, Hack come back. Rebel powders. Hack doing the stomping, clapping 80s baby face. He's like, yeah, crowd ball. Yeah. Like, what a fucking goof. Anyway, Rebel's acting like he wants to get back in the ring. Take two. Rebel acts like he wants to get in the ring, so Hack lays down. And then Stevie Wonderful gives the greatest call. Yeah. Hack's giving up. Say giving up. Should have never given up on that guy. Yeah. Joey Styles and Stevie Wonderful would have been money.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, that tickled me as well.
More heel work by Rebel. Sully can't call a jawbreaker for fuck's sake. 1 foot drop kick by Hack. Awful and vertical suplex by Hack. Back and forth punches into a double down. Finnegan starts to count. They get up. Another double clothesline. Double down again. Tiger Von Erich jumps in. Peaches intercepts. DQ. Cat fight. Peaches had on a mismatch windbreaker looking like Penelope Cruz in the end of Blow.
I didn't see Blow, but that sounds funny.
You're terrible.
Wait, why am I terrible? Because I didn't see Blow. You make it sound like that was Superman 2 or something.
No, Johnny Depp does like a whole bunch of awful movies.
Uh-huh.
But then like every once in a while he does a great movie.
Like Edward Scissorhands?
Like Blow. So... Back to Stevie looking like gorgeous Jimmy Garvin and Sully looking like a tool to close the show. Wild Man Sal comes down handing pizza to the kids. Okay, next week matches. Super Destroyer number 3 interrupts and says he's coming to get the TV title and the tag titles next week. He lifts up his mask. He says, shh, pulls his mask back down, and the show goes off the air. Wood, final thoughts on the show, since I didn't give you initial thoughts.
Oh no, it's all good. Initial thoughts, I thought all the stuff outside of the Hot Stuff International stuff was very mediocre. It was a nice little change of pace to see Max Thrasher turn heel on JT Smith, though.
Max Thrasher.
You know what I'm saying? But keep a lookout for that name, guys. He'll
put butts in seats.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, outside of that, it was just average. But at the same time, the spots where my guys got a chance to be showcased, I thoroughly enjoyed. So they saved the show.
I thought it was a good show overall. I figured Hot Stuff was definitely featured. Terry Funk was sporadically put into the match as Hollywood rolls his eyes.
Yeah.
And the matches, for what it's worth, progressed booking. They're still a chore, but they're entertaining chores at this point.
Yeah.
So, next week, next show, May 25th, pause for the cause, and we'll be back.
Oh, before you end this episode, I have a quick question I've been meaning to ask for a few episodes. When you say hack powders, what does powder mean?
Terrible. All right. So, it's reference to taking a powder. You know what I'm saying? Like
chilling, resting?
No, like leaving. You know what I'm saying? Like
leaving.
A powder break. Like a girl back in the day.
Oh, okay, just getting out the ring. So, yeah.
They take a powder.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. See y'all next week, everybody.
Peace.
Peace. feeling this right now.
Yeah, you don't understand how much I love this fucking theme music. It just goes and grows with the evolution of Street Smart Audio.
You know what I'm saying?
Official.streetsmartaudio@gmail.com. Street Smart fan page. FB.
Come on, somebody. Like and subscribe to everything.
Street Smart Audio at YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Street Smarks at Twitter. SoundCloud coming.
You know what I'm talking about? iTunes coming.
Official.streetsmarks IG is that's the thing I'm fucking with right now. But in the in between time, we're gonna talk about ECW, May 25th. I wrote 2017, but I'm going to say 1993. It was mad funny because during the break, Wood was singing No Diggity. And I was like, yo, this shit remind me, it take me back to the middle school dances back at WMY.
Whitney M. Young.
And I remember, shout out Jolly Man.
You know what I'm
He be doing the butterfly with Alicia Gilbert. No relation to Hot Stuff. Eddie Gilbert.
You're right, you know what I'm saying? Founder and leader of Hot Stuff International in conjunction with the Dangerous Alliance.
And I was over there trying to pick up the stragglers and the scragglers, the scallywags.
You know what I'm saying? Should get in where you mother freaking fit in.
Host are Sully and Stevie from Cabrini. Super Destroyer number 3 versus HD Rider with Easy Rider. Super Destroyer number 3 is obviously Wild Man Sal Belomo under a mask.
Obviously.
Everything else is Belomo though.
Yeah. The music to the dress to the beard and the hair. Everything.
He just has a mask.
Yeah.
Number 3 then attacks and then he looks into the camera.
Lifts his mask.
He goes, shh. And then pulls his mask and
worse kept secret than Mr. Freaking America and stuff.
So we figure out that
which was Hulk Hogan, if you didn't know.
I didn't know.
Oh, I highly doubt that.
It's a work.
Yeah. So it's life, everybody. Roll credits. Cinema Sin, shout out.
All right. Commentary doesn't understand why the mask. I said it's a work goof. You don't have to deconstruct Wild Man Sal Belomo matches.
Well, it was a terrible work. Or at least it was an annoying
Big
work.
Splash ends it. Negative a billion stars.
Ugh.
Just the real Super Destroyers come out
and
beat the shit out of them for good measure. Good on the Super Destroyers.
Yes.
Finnegan gets shoved down. HQR3
you know,
comes up, gets some slaps in.
You know what I'm saying?
Good man.
And they kill the Super Destroyer number 3 gimmick. Thank you, because in 2 episodes, I was sick of it already.
They go to a commercial, and I want to highlight the commercial that it was coming soon to Prism. Batman returns.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I popped for that.
To order Prism, 1-800-82-PRISM, PRISM.
I almost ordered Prism.
I called. The number you have dialed. Geek Ortiz announces the tag title match. Suicide Blondes versus Les Moulay. I want take control. All right, just watch out. Watch. Mothers rush the ring, get the double shine. Double headbutts and the blinds powder. Lair winners in his white boots.
And no knee pads.
Boots are made for jobbing. Crap exchange into a headlock. Crap exchange ends with winners with a stomp. Headlock takeover for 2. Candido reverses for 2. Tag the Stetson. House of Fire. KO's hot body. Drop kick Candido. Tag winners. Ping pong Candido in the face corner. Heat spot. Hot body in. Suplex for 2. Side salto for 2. Tag Chris. Kicks on winners in the corner. More heel work with the tags. DDT counter by winners. And to start the comeback, hot body pulls Fat Finnegan in the way for the ref bump.
Oh, that's one of my favorite kind of ref bumps. Is where the dude just pull, and sometimes it be the face like HBK, and it's pull the ref in the way and stuff, and then the ref be dead.
Hot body holds winner for Candido, who has the chain. So he does the exaggerated, I'm wrapping the chain around on my hand.
Slowly, I'm gonna face the audience so y'all can see me.
Winner elbows hot body to get free. Blocks the punch, hits Candido. Chain falls in the ring by hot body. Hot body hits winners with the chain. New champs. 2 and a 4th star. Perfectly acceptable tag team wrestling.
Yes, exactly. There's only one minor little thing that kind of annoyed me about the match, and it was just after Hot Body did pull the ref into him, and then he got squashed by the winner splash and stuff. He attempted to pin winners twice, even though the ref was dead and stuff. So I'm just like, you caused the ref to get messed up, and you're trying to go for a pin prematurely instead of just like getting a steel chair or just kicking them in the nuts a bunch of times.
I'm automatically going to put this on the list at the end of the year for 93 as one of the matches of the year. Period. The end. This match was hot. The crowd was into it. It was perfectly logical. The matches were good. Even Larry Winters in his white boots and no knee pads. I even got into it with that goof. Thought it was a good match.
But yeah, I'd say other than that little gripe, yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. Shout out to the Suicide Blondes, the new ECW Tag Team Champions.
All right, Sully with Todd at ringside. Sully's dumbass is asking Todd. He's looking to sign the wrestlers for the chain match, and Todd goes, "I already signed the damn wrestlers for the chain match, you goof." And then he delivers the response like Teddy Long did when he was managing Doom back in WCW. I know you don't know this because you're not a WCW guy. Todd's about to cue up another boring ass Terry Funk double cross ranch promo, and then Paul Lee cuts him off.
As he should. Way to go, Paul. Wasn't nobody trying to hear Todd.
He put the kibosh on that shit.
That's right.
Morocco comes out too. There's a jobber in the ring, probably nervous as shit. And Paul rants and raves about how Todd is a small promoter with a weak ass champ, and then buries ECW, talking about Morocco selling out shows in the WWF him working for WCW. Without mentioning, he didn't mention the promotions per se, but he's talking about New York and he's talking about in Atlanta. And then he compared them to working in a gym in Philadelphia with 30 other guys. It's an embarrassment to come out here. He thinks Todd's champ is gutless, and Todd has had enough.
Bravo, Paul.
Todd says, "We're in Eastern Championship Wrestling. We're going to grow, and you're going to be begging to work for me, Paul Lee." and then Paul gets Todd to fucking get hacked to put the title up against Morocco.
Yeah,
Todd storms off in a huff like, "Hack a fight, Morocco!" And he powders, and then Morocco sits there and like, "Oh fuck, what a goof! We just got him to fucking put up the title. Hack had no ain't saying the shit."
Hack is the Sandman for those who don't.
My bad. Hack is the Sandman. I call him Hack because he was hardcore hacking WCW. Anyway, Morocco says he bet him. He bet Paul Lee. You know what I'm saying? Like he could get Todd to put up the belt. Calls Todd an idiot, being a sucker to put up the belt without his consent. Morocco will once again hold gold around his cumbersome waist. And they go to beat up the jobber.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Oh, man. And I don't know if you noticed, but I like how the commentators in 1993 recognized that he was the one true The Rock. Because for some particular reason, they called him Don The Rock Morocco like 4 or 5 times in that match. And I just hope Dwayne, if he's out there listening, or if somebody knows Dwayne, they play this for him. If he didn't know, now he knows. Don The Rock Morocco of Hot Stuff International, in affiliation with the Dangerous Alliance, is the one true Rock. And if you don't like it, then come to the official Street Smarks audio, motherfrickin' on YouTube, and comment on this doggone video. podcast. Food is over here dying, but I don't care. Dwayne, if you don't like it, if you want some of Hot Stuff International, come get some. Because Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, Jimmy Superfly Snuka, who's probably your cousin, but it don't even matter, Don Morocco, we're all ready to take you down if you don't like what I'm saying. Sorry for the rant. Get a little carried away sometimes.
Okay.
Don The Rock Morocco, magnificent Don The Rock Morocco, your future ECW champion.
All right, so I'm going to challenge your smart wisdom. You mentioned that The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. You mentioned the magnificent Don The Rock Morocco.
That's right.
Do you know another wrestler who also went by The Rock moniker? 30 seconds, no dead air.
30 seconds, no dead air. Another wrestler by the Pedro Morales.
Pedro Morales will be absolutely wrong, so I'm going to give you a hint. He was a co-owner of Georgia Championship Wrestling.
Co-owner of Georgia Championship Wrestling. I'm going to say no clue.
Okay, I will give you one more hint.
All right.
He was an original member of the Four Horsemen.
Oh shoot! Frickin' Ole Anderson.
Ole Anderson is correct.
And I knew that too. I just forgot.
Ole Anderson did go by The Rock.
So yeah, Dwayne. But you know what? Was Ole in Hot Stuff International?
That would be a negative.
Well, F him too. Don The Rock Morocco is the one true rock, and if anybody doesn't like it, they can come see me. They can see Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. Well, no, you can't. You can come see Jimmy Super. No, you can't.
No, you can't.
You can see Paul E. Dangerously, or you can see myself, Hot Stuff Hollywood. I'm not hard to find. Come to the CLE, that's Cleveland, Ohio, home of the 2016 NBA champions, Cleveland Cavaliers, home of former WWE champion, The Miz, and home of the UFC dude. Stipe. I know his name, Stipe. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to derail the review. I'm sorry.
Don Morocco versus Ernesto Broughton.
No.
From Portugal.
His name was not Ernesto Broughton.
Oh, Don Morocco versus Ernesto Benfica.
Yeah. Oh. Go ahead.
He's built from Portugal at 189 pounds. I don't believe it. I give Morocco at a glance anywhere between 260 and 310. This is going to be glorious.
Yeah.
I think Morocco was saying, "What?" to the ref as the ring announcer was saying, "Ernesto Broughton."
No, it was not Ernesto Broughton. Fuge. The great Rama. The Dagnabbit.
Skinny Whip Ducks and Dodges, as Wonderful calls him, Joey Buttafuoco. Dated reference there. Morocco uses Paulie's phone. I think he was calling the order of 3 grams of weed.
I thought it was Domino's, but it might have been both.
It said 3 grams of weed, some pizza. Bots Press Slam is covered up, so Whip gets a slap by Morocco as a receipt. 1-arm tombstone for the pin. Squash City. Dizzard.
Actually, that was not a Dizzard.
Oh, it was a 5-star squash.
The magnificent Don Morocco. I'm sorry. Y'all excuse me and forgive me. The magnificent Don The Rock Morocco was once again sending a message by putting on an exhibition against Ernesto Butterweekwa, whatever his name is, to let... Oh shoot, what's up, girl? To let the Sandman know that he is coming for his ECW championship. All right.
Funk with a replay of the double cross with the Real Hot Stuff promo.
Yeah.
Real hot stuff.
How do you disrespect the leader and founder of Hot Stuff International like that? Oh, I can't wait for the summer, which I thought this was the go-home show for.
It's not the go-home show for the Summer Sizzler, Super Summer Sizzler Spectacular.
Now I gotta wait. Ooh, can't wait for the Texas Chain Match Massacre.
Tommy Cairo and JT Smith versus the Canadian Wolfman and Max Thrasher.
Time for some payback for JT.
Cairo and his assless chaps sporting the old school Steiner Brothers singlet. Smith and Cairo matching singlets. It's American alfalfa. Thrasher and Cairo pose down and lock up. Cairo showing off his strength. Third lockup into a terrible exchange, and then in a snap suplex. Stevie says Cairo is built like a young Rick Steiner. Anyway, he got Wolfman tag in, Smith in with some martial arts kicks, suplex and a flying Steiner line, drop kick as Wolfman is just food at this point. Thrasher's in and the fans go mild for the Thrasher and Smith encounter because of the turn last week.
Right, where he stabbed JT Smith in the back like the coward that he is.
Thrasher then heelishly tags the Wolfman back in.
Right, he didn't want none of JT Smith.
Cairo with a power slam, rocket launcher for the finish, 1 star. It was quick.
Yeah, I had a match was terrible, but I was very happy for JT Smith. You know what I'm saying? He got the win even though he didn't get a chance to get his hands on the cowardly and just, very girly Max Thrasher. And he was a nobody even before, he's a somebody because he betrayed JT Smith. What type of stuff is that? Hot Stuff International, we're still open for business, JT, if you want to be down with the squizz.
TV title match, Jobber Glenn Osborne versus Jimmy Snuka with Hot Stuff.
Yeah, there we go. Now business is starting to pick up.
Both guys' overdubbed music is loud and very terrible. Heyman intros Snuka. There's a stalling, test of strength after goof commentary debate whether it's Hot Stuff International or it's the Dangerous Alliance.
Yeah, they're both wrong. It's Hot Stuff International in affiliation with the Dangerous Alliance. It's not that difficult, gentlemen. Sheesh.
Snuka gets clotheslined outside. Heyman immediately calls for the DQ.
I was in agreement with him on that.
Suplex back in for 2. There's a unclean break in the corner, and with some chops by Snuka, when they got the Savage Tonga Heat cheap shot on Goof.
It wasn't a cheap shot. It was good, superior offense by a former ECW heavyweight champion as well as the current ECW television champion.
Monkey flip for 2 by Osborne.
We tried.
They blocked the second time and then a backbreaker for 2. Snuka's 3/4 across from the ring when he hits the big splash.
You know what I'm saying? Look, you see the distance that he gets, that the ECW television champion that has wrestled all around the world and the very first ECW heavyweight champion, and still he's been doing it so long, and you see the length that he was able to get on that top rope splash.
That's because the crowd was dead, bro.
It doesn't even matter.
I'm just saying, they popped for the splash, and he got the fuck up and far for that splash.
You know what I'm talking about?
I gave him a star for the splash.
Heck yeah.
Sully and Todd close out the show, and Gilbert comes out, and the other one, Gilbert promo, he trashes Global Wrestling. He called it Gilbert's Wrestling Federation.
That's right.
Then he starts to call Eastern Championship Wrestling Eddie's Championship Wrestling.
And I agree. And going forward, that's what it's going to be called. Eddie's Championship Wrestling.
Gilbert does the chicken shit heel shtick, and then they give
excuse me?
Well, okay. Well, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Gilbert gives a promo to re-strategize.
That's exactly what he was doing.
His efforts.
That's right.
And they cut to another fucking Terry Funk promo.
Oh my gosh, I know. Oh, it's brutal. I'd skip past that.
Yeah, Funk, with his wacky-isms. He's putting over Philly as a smart city. Hard sell from Funk. Hard sell from Sully and Todd. Next week's matches they plug. So it was a good tag match. Heyman and Hot Stuff makes it a thumbs up show.
Yep, absolutely. I just find it ironic that two guys not from Philly are going to be fighting for the title of King from Philly, King of Philly, but you know, it's probably the leader and founder's idea. But yeah, this show was definitely better than the last one, in my opinion. It was nice to see JT Smith, you know what I'm saying? Invitation is still out there, player. I think Don Morocco and his him chasing the championship is good because, let's face it, Sandman is hack, as you call him. And you know, it's time that the belt comes where it belongs, and that's to Hot Stuff International. In affiliation with the Dangerous Alliance.
I'm glad you get that right every time. Next week, we'll be reviewing the June 1st and June 8th shows.
Not Summer Sizzler, everybody.
No, not the Super Summer Sizzler Spectacular.
Oh, it's not extravagant. For some reason, I keep on to say
They
extravagant.
keep butchering the name, and I think June 1st and June 8th, they'll get the show in, they'll punch it in right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because they called it the Super Summer Sizzler. They called it the Super Summer Spectacular. You know what I'm saying? So I think like next week's show, they'll get the show absolutely right.
Okay.
But it's going to a boiling point. Funky Gilbert is definitely cruising for a bruising in the Texas Chain Match Massacre.
Yeah, you about to get yours, Terry Funk. You son of a...
I'm sure there'll be highlighting more matches in the weeks to come. But again, June 1st, June 8th, we'll be reviewing Extreme Retro Review every week on YouTube, Street Smart Audio.
You know what I'm talking about.
Facebook,
We're
Street
not hard
Smart
to
fan
find.
page.
Like and subscribe.
IG, official.streetsmarks.
You know what I'm saying?
Twitter, Street_Smarks. Street_Smarks. Twitter machine, as Billy Ray would say. Until then, life is a work. Make sure you get paid for it.